My name is Tim.
And my name is John.
And we are
the
Vegas Pool Guys. We're co-owners of a company called GreenCare. Built the company into the #1 swimming pool builder in Las Vegas. All right, open them up. Whoa! We build the most extravagant, gorgeous pools out there. We're the best there is, hands down.
How's it going, guys? We're here with Donna and Billy Johnson. We got a very big project ahead. We're excited to build. We got a pirate ship. We got a lazy river. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're excited to get started. We're about to break ground. What's the thought process behind the pirate ship? For the grandkids?
We wanted something for the grandkids to be able to play on, have water fights off of. Something unique for the backyard.
You guys ready to get started?
We're ready.
Absolutely.
All right, come this way. Let's go.
How was the design process for this? It was fun. I drew up a bunch of sketches. It's going to be a challenge, but I like a challenge. Slides. We're going to have a plank to walk off and jump off of into the deep end, a lazy river.
It's been really well. He's been very informative and kept us up to date on what's going on, made the changes we needed to make. It was really good.
Are you excited for this project?
Yes, very excited.
What's your favorite aspect of the project?
I think it's going to be the pirate ship and the splash pad that goes with it. The grandkids have been pestering me ever since I told them I had this idea. When's it going to be done? When's it going to be done?
So we got the stairs here and stairs here. This will be a lazy river where the flow is going to go in this direction. And then this center area, that's where you want to do the pirate ship. And then these areas, there'll be 2 separate spots where they can walk in. And then this will all be a sunk in area where they can sit around here to entertain, little countertop to eat and stuff like that.
Pirate ship, the design that they want. It's gonna look awesome. It's gonna look great.
It'll be fun. It's going to be fun to watch, fun to build. I mean, let's do it.
Let's take a look at the machine we got to dig this pool. All right, I'm gonna park it here for now. And then when the guys get here, they'll get started digging the pool, and we'll be good to go.
All right, we're out here on the Johnson project. This is going to be an amazing project. As you can see, it's a very, very large yard. They're doing a very exciting pool. We're going to have a pirate ship in the middle with all kinds of cannons and water guns and different things like that. The amazing thing about this is that the homeowner went to about 5 or 6 other pool companies. Nobody was able to accommodate what they wanted to do out here. GreenCare was the only one that could do something to this scale and to get them exactly what they wanted with the design, features, all the drawings, everything came together perfectly. I want to show you the scale of this pool. I'm going to walk down over here over the wet deck area, and then you can see me down in the middle. Okay, we're down here in the bottom of the pool. This is the deep end where the slides are going to come out. Look, this is a gigantic project. We're going to have a lazy river that goes all the way around here. This is an island in the center that's going to have a pirate ship built on it with a splash pad for the kids, with water cannons shooting every direction, slides coming down on both sides. So now you can just kind of see the scale of this. There's going to be a lazy river that runs around both sides, and you can see the scale right there.
You can see behind me, we've gotten the plumbing nearly completed, and we're working on all the steel framing. And the steel framing basically goes in before the shotcrete phase. So you do your dig, your plumbing, your steel, and then your rough electric, and then you have first inspection, and we do the shotcrete. So if you kind of look behind me, take a look, you can see we're starting to form up for the pirate ship and some other really cool features. And take a look at how far we've got. The vast amount of plumbing pipes and calculations you need to make, where one pipe's got to go all the way over to the equipment side, which I'll show you in a minute. You got to mark all those pipes, make sure it's per plan, make sure when you turn something on over at the equipment, it shoots out the right pipe and everything communicates with each other. So this is a very intricate job, but we're getting it done, and we're on our way. Okay, this is where the equipment is going to be located. As you can see behind me, all of these pipes are labeled to where they go on that swimming pool. It seems complicated, but if you do it one step at a time, step by step, and you figure it out, it's not as complicated as it seems. We've been doing this a long time, and we're gonna get this one right. see both the bridges behind me, they've been completed, and the pirate ship has been completed as far as the rough steel work. Next step is the shotcrete. We're ready to go. We'll be doing that next week, and you'll see all this stuff come together.
So it's a big project, you know, there's a lot of things going on, so we got to make sure everything's going correctly at every step of the process.
A couple of the last things that we did out here before the shotcrete is we added this steel, because this whole area is going to be what's called raised bond beam, and we put shotcrete on this, and the steel helps give it strength. And when you're looking from that side, this raised wall will be all tiled in the front, and you won't be able to see any of this plumbing back here. So it'll be a real nice look on the back side of the lazy river, and it'll hide all the plumbing work. So that's in, and it's ready to go. Be doing shotcrete today. Let's go in the back and check it out. Okay, so you can see behind me, that's going to be the pirate ship. It'll also have a slide coming off the side. They first form it up with the steel, and then they put in all that caging that you see, and then after that they come in with the shotcrete for the rough finish, and then they actually hand carve the boat and the wood and the front area with the mast, and then the slide comes down and they put a sealant on there so you slide down it, and it'll turn out real nice when it's done. But you can see it forming up behind me. It's looking good. Construction, things happen. There's problems in construction. We overcome them, we fix them, we always get the job done.
So the weekly meeting is basically just to kind of reset everybody, let them know we're a team. We go through a few things. We let them know, you know, each of us are there to help with the issues. We talk about specific issues. We come up with plans to get those issues resolved, to make sure our customers, you know, are kept as happy as possible. Everything is just like in a circle. You get all the way around, you think you're done, and then you got to start over. You start doing all the same stuff again to make sure everybody stays on track. In any business, on any team, that's how it works. All right, always continue to work together. We're a team. Bring it in. Team Green Care on 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can see here, this is laying the deck. We lay down the chat surface first. We get it all leveled out, and then we bring the stones in one at a time, and we put them in this nice pattern. You put it down, hit it a couple times with the rubber mallet. That sets it in the sand base, the chat base, as you can see. Looks real nice. They work their way up to the coping, and then he comes in and he cuts each piece real specific. When you've got a curved edge like this, the guys use the quickie saw and they just get it as perfect as they can. There's always slight imperfections in there. We backfill that with sand to fill it all in. It looks good.
As you can see, the scope of this project right here, giant yard, beautiful setup, designed perfectly. We got all the travertine going in. Some people take it for granted, but it's actually travertine, and the yard's gonna look fantastic.
It's a beautiful deck, huge project. You can see behind us the slide is still sitting there in all steel. We'll be able to fill that in with shotcrete, and then they'll start carving it up, like I'm gonna carve him up later. On this travertine, on the edges, when you get these curved edges, they're square pieces. So when you get to the edge, sometimes you gotta come in and we mark these pieces, and then we go off and we cut them. It's real tricky to get a perfect little piece like this. You can see that chips off, little chip offs there. That's just part of it. You put them in, you put the concrete next to it, and that's the edge. So you can see these will fit nice and perfect right there. And then you come in and you hit that with concrete. It's another one. You just pop them in, and there's your nice edge. But these small little cut pieces, those are always going to be on the edges of any type of stone, whether it be regular concrete pavers, travertine, granite, anything. If there's an edge on it, you got to cut those pieces to make them fit. So that's part of it, makes it look good, handmade.
Tim, what do you think, man? We've come a long way.
Yeah, it's looking good. We've got the deck all done. They've got the circular stepping stones, which is a real nice effect. They're basically little circles going all around the pool. We've got the synthetic grass area over there. They got the grass down. They're putting the nails in. Let's take a look around the yard. We've shot this area down here, and they're getting ready to do the coping. So this is the sunk-in seating area. There's not going to be water inside of here. If you take a look down here behind me, where he's going down in there, that'll all be dry. They can put, seating down there. People can come right up to the edge of the bar while people are inside of the pool. If you come down here and take a look. So if you look inside of here, this will be a dry area. So if you want to hang out, maybe you're in dress clothes or something, they're having a party, somebody is actually in the pool and they can sit on these stools right here, maybe have some food or some drinks right up here on this little bar area. This is a real nice feature. You got a dry side and then a water side, so you can kind of have both, the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and when they're not entertaining right here, if they're looking in from the outside of the house to the backyard, there's going to be a water feature in the center of this bar area that will shoot up, so it'll create a nice water feature there with the backdrop of the pirate ship and everything else in the back.
Okay, so basically they're working on the grass area over here. We do something that's real technical. Some companies do this, but the majority don't. We use a tool where we cut the seams at a curve. So when you're doing synthetic turf, you're always going to see the seams. No matter what you do, if you look right, you can always see the seams.
It's certain lighting, yeah.
Yeah, so what this curve does is they cut the curve like this on both sides, and then we put this glue down. And then when you bring it together, it's hard for the eye to catch that curve because it's not just a straight seam. It ends up looking a lot better. It makes the seams, almost invisible.
It takes a little extra time, but it's the pro way to do it.
That's right. So that's how we do it. You can see if you look along here, that's what they're doing here. They're putting the glue down, and they've already cut the seam. So they want to have this all cut and set up. So as you can see, he's holding this, and he's just going to slowly dry fit that all the way from the beginning. He just pulls it out a little bit, puts it back, and it'll just fit real nice together. You can see that seam just disappears. It looks great.
All right, what we did over here, this is going to be a whole dog run area. The dogs love to get on top of this mound that we built so they can see out over the walls, but it's not high enough where they could jump over or anything like that.
Is this a wolf or a dog? They're pouring the final stage of the bridge behind me with the shotcrete. We came up and over, we put a form underneath. They've poured the whole entire thing and they're finishing off. As you can see, that material coming out of the end of the hose, that's the shotcrete. It'll firm up, and in 2-3 days they'll be able to walk on top of that. That's how they're gonna cross over onto the island. What do you think, John?
I think it's turning out really nice. On the edges of the bridge that goes over, they're gonna have several posts that are carved to look like wood, and then we're gonna have some rope going in between those posts. It's gonna turn out really nice. It's gonna have that Pirates of the Caribbean feel, like from Disneyland.
This is something right out of a fantasy land for a kid. This pool's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to see it when it's all done. You can see the pirate ship behind me here, and then the slide comes around. Some of the kids, they'll probably climb up on the tip of this and jump as long as they're in the deep end. We do recommend against jumping, but no matter what, kids are always going to find a way to jump off something high and get in your pool. So just make sure you're always keeping an eye on them.
Slide's turning out good. It's going to come right out here into the deep end. And so once that stuff gets going, it's just really going to come together. I think it's going to look nice.
This is literally like an amusement park right in your backyard. All right, so the truck just got here with the plants. We're gonna go put them on all the mounds and get them all placed and see if the client likes them. Usually we'll move them around a little bit after we place them to get them exactly right. We've got some yuccas, some butterfly iris.
Some aloe, and this is a Mexican bird of paradise. It's a really nice plant for the desert.
Just a mixture of plants. These get little red blooms on them. They pop up. It's kind of more of a desert plant, but it adds a little color just to that bloom. And these will actually get yellow flowers. And we also got some white iris. Those have a little bit thicker looking strand, and those will get the white flowers. These will get the yellow.
It almost looks like a little butterfly on the end of the plant. It's
Yeah.
really nice looking flowers. It
Hence the
really
name.
adds to the yard.
And then those also get yellow and red.
Yep.
So, and then what does this plant here get,
Oh,
Connie?
come on. This one's aloe. This one can heal anything. Sunburns,
Yeah.
Tim, attitude, everything. It heals it.
Heal me. I got
Let's
a good
do it.
attitude.
Let's place it.
All right, let's get them placed. Okay, so we just finished placing all the plants and the trees on the mounds. You see behind me, they're all placed.
We've got a big assortment of plants out here, a lot of different colors, whites, reds, blues. Green. It's gonna green up the yard, it's gonna look great. And now that I have these gloves on, I just feel like I want a box. So Tim's gotta be careful for the next fall. All right, Tim, this is what the customer wants to do over here. We've got the Carolina cherry here with a couple of plants. This is gonna be the fruit tree area. It's gonna be their garden where they can pick fruit with the grandchildren.
Want to kind of stagger them in and out and just kind of make a little fruit area over here?
Exactly, just like
Okay.
an orchard.
That
Yep.
sounds good. These are a little heavy. The way the salad trees work is they take branches from the different trees and they graft them onto the primary tree when it's young, and then those branches are of the other type of fruit, so it'll take the nutrients from the main tree and it'll produce different types of fruits. If there's ever a major freeze and it freezes back, you know, real hard, and those branches die, then you will lose that type of fruit.
That particular fruit.
Yeah, and over time, years and years, a lot of times you'll go back to the original fruit and it'll just become a single fruit tree because the branches die or they get cut off. But
It is kind of a novelty plant, but people really love it because it's just something different that they can tell their neighbors and friends and family about while they're out there, you know, enjoying their backyard.
they are hard to find, but we got a few for this job. Those are the two that actually aren't here.
Yep.
So I had a client wait over a year for a salad tree. So behind me, that's more of a lightweight shotcrete sprayer. It's the more precise work. We've already shot with the big shotcrete pump the main areas, which stabilizes everything. And then as you can see behind me, he comes in and he just sprays the detail work. And when it's soft, he comes in and carves it up and it really will start to take shape.
This is the beginning process of the artistry of this job. It's going to take a couple days. It's going to be really nice, but you have to take that time to make it work and make it look perfect.
We got some real grass in behind us. We just did a nice little patch for the dogs. The dogs are always gonna like real grass over synthetic. Synthetic's a good option when you can't do real grass, but they got such a big property out here. Nice patch of real grass, did a little paver border around it. The dogs will lay on that when the hot sun's out. It's nice and cool for them. So let's walk around here, check out this mound we're doing for them as well.
So there's going to be some chat pathways that go up the side of the mound and then chat on the top, chunky rock around so it won't fall down. And the dogs will have nice little smooth pathways to walk up because the dogs love to sit on top of this and just watch the traffic go by, watch the planes, and hang out with the construction workers. They have a good time up there. They love it.
All right, so this is pretty much like the south side of the yard. We put in some chat here with a paver border. They're gonna do a playground here. And then we've got the prep work done over here if you wanna take a look for the chest set.
So this chest set is going to be really nice, big, large pieces. Tim's going to have a match with the homeowner at the end of the job.
Okay, so we're continuing work on the boat. This is where you get into the detail work. You can see on the stairs how they pushed that stamp in and made it look like real wood. And then he comes back in and he carves little areas and adds the paint to it. It's a real nice look. On this cover here, he's made it look like a wooden barrel. So they'll go through on the outside and the inside.
It's looking fantastic. You know, I don't consider this just a regular project. I consider this a sculpture. These guys are artists and they know exactly what they're doing. This thing is turning out just beautiful. It's actually a huge sculpture in the backyard.
Here's some of the stamps that they use. They'll go through with the wet concrete on the smaller pump, and they lay that concrete out while it's still wet. They'll take this and they'll press it in on different areas. This looks like more of a rough texture, and then you got a different texture here that they use on the side of the slide, and then they also have wooden textures, and they come through with these hand tools and they'll cut the grooves, they'll brush it out and really get those details looking like it's real. And this is made out of concrete. If you look here, that looks like wood. Once it's continued here, if you want to take a look over here, so you can see the detail work. This is where they ran those stamps. There's actually bits in here that look like real wood, little circular areas as you'd see in a real wood product, you know, if this was actually really made out of wood. They did a little crease down through here. They cut these creases here.
But these guys are just so amazing at their job that they make it look exactly like a real thing. So it's turning out beautiful.
This is a lifelong craft for these guys. They've been doing it their whole lives. They've really taken a liking to this project because it lets them show what they're capable of doing. They're part of the team here at GreenCare, and we couldn't be happier with the work that they do for us. We're doing the tile on the raised area. This is gonna have 3 shears behind me. It's looking real good. They went with a gray to offset the blue. We've got all the plants in. All the plants are irrigated on all the mounds, and work continues on the pirate ship. This job's looking pretty good. What do you think, Johnny?
I think it's looking just amazing. So we got to get out of here, go check on another job, but we'll be back here shortly to check on some more things and show you what's going on.
Let's head out. You can see our office and what we've grown it into from where we were 20 years ago to now. We have a smaller showroom, got a barbecue, we've got all our tile samples. We did start in landscaping, so what I did is I took a bunch of old landscaping tools and I put them on a little display here because we do have respect for the landscaping side of things, the history of how far the tools have come from using this sort of things, you know, the advanced tools now. And I'll show you just our office and walk around and show you some of our trucks and how we do things. So this is our waiting area. We've got some offices here. These people are out in the field. And then I'll take you out front, show you some of our trucks and some different things. Another supervisor's truck here. We got about 60 trucks on the road right now. The director and all the workers and the supers. We do in-house shotcrete. We do in-house plaster. Do all our own deliveries. So I showed you basically the shop and what we've grown into. I just wanted to put this video together so you guys could see our actual operation. Out here at the Johnson residence, we got the bridge all carved up, ready to go. We got the post in. The pirate ship is done. The other bridge is done. These bridges turned out amazing. They're very commanding piece. These posts are really strong. We'll run a rope through here so the kids don't fall off. It's just turned out beautiful. When you're looking from inside of the house, you see the bridges on both sides with the pirate ship kind of centered. It couldn't have turned out any better. I really like it. What do you think, John?
They carved it exactly to look like wooden posts and wooden decking here. It just looks great. It looks like an old-fashioned thing from, like we said before, Pirates of the Caribbean. All right, this is the top portion of the pirate ship we got here. This is a barrel slide for the little kids. It's a much shorter slide. As you walk up over this way, up the steps here, you have the larger slide that goes down into the deep end of the pool. This part is going to the splash pad, so the little kids don't have to go down the big slide, but it just turned out great. What are you standing on over there, Tim?
This is a captain's chair inside of the ship, so the kids can sit here and look off the front of the ship. They can watch the other kids going down the slides. They can look off the front of the ship, or the kids playing in the pool, going around in the lazy river. It's just a beautiful layout with the bench. You know, you step down here. It's basically anywhere you go on this ship, or the bridges, or in the lazy river, it's just a big playland here for the kids and adults too. I think it's going to be fun once there's water in it. It'll be hours and hours of fun, years and years of fun. I think it's great. We got the chess pieces in over there. John, you want to finish set it up, play a little game?
Let's go for it.
All right, let's see what you got. Go that way. Check. Mate.
Oh, you got me. Darn it.
gets everybody on the same page. It's the first time we all can communicate together.
I love them. I think they're great. I think it's a great bonding experience for everybody here in the office. I think it's a time when we can all get together at least once a week, because we're all having separate meetings throughout the week. But this is a time when every single person in the office can get together, and from all, you know, from construction side, sales side, design side, engineering, permitting. There's a lot of different aspects that go into those meetings, and when everybody can get together and just talk a few things out, I think it goes a really, really long way with morale of the company, and I think it's just made everybody that much better at their job. Brings everybody close, like the family that we are. So I think it turns out great.
All right, so bring it in on three, guys. Team Green Care. 1, 2, 3. Team Green Care. Okay, so this is an entry point to the yard. This is where we come in and we have to pool code the gate. What that means, it's pretty simple. We just add this screen here, so if someone's on the other side, they can't reach through. And also, the gate has to open outwards because it makes it more difficult. If the gate were to open in, they could push the gate in and it'd be easier to get in. If a little kid is trying to reach over, you have to be tall, you have to be an adult, and clearly I can reach over, but if you're a little kid and you didn't know how to swim, you couldn't open. You want to talk about the spring?
Yeah, they add a spring here, so it's self-closing. That's one of the main things as well. So if somebody leaves the gate open by accident, it'll close immediately right behind them, so that children can't get in the backyard.
We tighten up this spring, so if the gate's left open, once it's finished, it will pull the gate shut, and it will close on its own. The guy that does all that hard work, his name's Mike, and he's actually coming up now. You can say hello to him. He's the one that's out here. He's the one-man show for Green Care. He goes around and
Mike.
This is Mike. He pool codes all the gates. You want to explain how you're finishing this up, Mike?
Yeah, we had to drop this down. This gate that was pre-done was white high, so we had to drop this back down so it gets to where you can't reach over and grab it. And then also, they've also got this gate part here is way too big, the gap, so I've got to close this gap in with another piece of flat bar.
We're just going to come in and add some steel and weld that up?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Let's close it and see what it looks like. Okay, he'll be finishing that up today, and then we can call for the inspection, and we can put water in this pool.
This is a Johnson job. It's taken quite a while because of the scope of the job. It's just gigantic, the whole yard. We did all the landscape. There's a chessboard over there. We got the pirate ship going in. Everything's turned out great. It took a lot of team effort to get this done. The guys are working on it right now. We got 15 people out here working on this final day for the plaster. We're gonna put water in the pool. It's gonna turn out fantastic. We hope those customers are gonna love it. They've already said that they're super excited to get the kids in the pool for the summer. It's gonna turn out nice. All right, this is the kid slide right here. It's just a little bit, Tim could probably use it when he was, you know, maybe 5, but it works out perfectly for the kids. Perfect for the splash pad. What do you think, Tim?
We're going to the other slide. Let's check that one
Let's
out.
go to the big dog.
So this is the bigger adult slide, also for kids. I think about walking up here, sliding right down. I can't wait. I wish there was water in the pool right now. I'd jump right in and probably go head first.
This feels like a water park. We've been working on it for a long time. It is looking amazing. We're gonna start filling it with water in just a couple hours. The customers are gonna be ecstatic. They're gonna love it. The kids are gonna be able to swim during the summer. They're gonna have parties. What do you think, Tim?
I think it's amazing. I mean, to get this completely done in one day, these guys started in the center. They came all the way around the lazy river. They're doing the finishing touches. We got the water truck coming in about a half hour. On a pool this size, you always want to use a water truck because a natural hose will just take way too long. It'll fill up and the areas will stay dry up top. 3-4 days, that's what it would take to fill this, probably a week, and it just won't work. So we're gonna roll in the water truck and we'll have water in this by tomorrow. I can't wait to start it up and get the water moving and see them having fun with this job that we built.
Hey, finally.
Good job.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch, fun to build. Let's do it.
All right, you seen this pool in the previous shot where it was just a big hole dug out behind us? Now you can see the job is complete. It's got the cannons, the splash pad, the slides, the pirate ship, a lazy river. It has every option available you can pretty much do on a pool. It's a paradise right in their backyard. I think it turned out amazing.
It was outstanding. It was really great. The water features turned out really well, and I can't wait for the grandkids to start having parties in here.
Yeah, this is a magnificent pool. We were really happy to build it for you. We're glad it's complete and you guys can start enjoying it on the weekends. What do you think, John?
I think it turned out great. It looks like a resort. The kids are going to love it. And all their other kids, you know, everybody's going to want to come over here and hang out at the house.
Yeah, we'd like to come to some of those parties if you don't mind. This is a beautiful pool. They got the big barbecue. It's set up for parties. It's just set up for years of fun.
GreenCare did a really great job for us. Included with the pool, they did landscaping in the yard. They did a professional job. Everything looks really well. We were concerned about the ship. When it started out, it looked like a big glob, and now as you can see, it's a very beautiful pirate ship. Everybody was very professional to work with, returned our information right away. I would recommend them.
This is beautiful. I just wanted to say thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate it, and I'm glad you guys are going to be able to enjoy this for years to come. Okay, so John pushed me in the pool a while back. Hey, go! So I plan on this job. I'm gonna sneak up and I'm gonna get him with that water cannon right there.
I just overheard Tim talking with one of the guys, and he's gonna try to get me with one of these water cannons. He didn't know I was up here. So I'm just gonna wait for him to do his next little piece, and I'm gonna nail him. I wanna get him good.
Okay, we're out here. We got all the water cannons turned on. We've got the splash pad. We've got them all dialed in. He's got them on all separate controllers. Hey, come on, man. I got an appointment right after this. All right, so I was looking at this slide. I figured I should try it out since John already soaked me. So I'll let you know how it is. I figured since I already got wet, I might as well test out the lazy river. And I gotta say, this is awesome. You just cruise around the water and the current take shift. This is awesome, I love it. Lazy river, and right in their backyard to enjoy. There's nothing like it.